What's up, Hylar? No, I'm clip farming for the, for like the build guide, and sometimes I don't like my webcam being in it, just because it, like, takes up space, you know, it's easier to see all the footage and stuff, or, you know, the footage is more universal without the, webcam in it, so I like to do, when I capture footage for my guides, I sometimes like to do no webcam for them, and this is one of them. This one's actually a fun build to have the webcam on for because it lights up my room, but I do want some footage with no webcam, and I've streamed every day with the webcam, so... Tomorrow I'll probably be streaming again with webcam and capturing, like, the final footage I need tomorrow, but today, yeah. Oh yeah, there's gonna be lots of boss kills, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of bosses today. Oh, almost. Almost would have been amazing. Is there a way to see how much hive blood you have without going to the fucking breach bite base? So far, so good. We're doing Hive Blood Farm, Juiced Hive Blood Farm. These are semi-expensive tablets with 200% deli on top of them right now. The less you see, the better you build. That's what they tell me. It just took forever to get that arc on the proc. I feel like my Bloom Bomb and Abyssal Lich was the one that was the Epileptic Warner. That one was constant, like, white light flashes. This one's just... I mean, this one's pretty bad. But, as they say, the harder it is to see, the better the build. I'm dead. Oh, we're good. I'm thinking about playing this build in the Hardcore Private League. Obviously, it won't look anything like this, but I still think it's a good enough standalone build. Defenses are good for... I mean, it's Varashta. Varashta is one of the most hardcore-friendly ascendancies in the game. Varashta is very good with defensives. I'm very tanky on this character, and I am, like, prioring defensives almost none. Could easily push us to like 15, 20,000 energy shield. Oh shit, no, I left the delirium area. No. Fuck. I think that means we fucked up the mirror at the end, which was what I was here for. So I can spread Simu. No, we still get it. Easy. Okay, hopefully it's all over this city. We're just gonna have to go over here and spread it. Sorry, I gotta write something. I just had an idea. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Hey, what's up, Dirk? Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Sorry about that. I had to write something down. I work in game development, and we're working on a patch right now. And we had a meeting earlier today where we're doing a big patch. And it's redesigning quite a few systems. We're essentially starting our 1.0 patch. And I just had an idea about one of the systems, so I had to write it down before I forgot the thought. Like, if you go back and watch the live stream VODs, you know, this build was not this, like, you know, even until, like, day 3 or 4 playing the build, you know, like, the early days were much smaller scale and much slower and kind of rippy, so. Because on the 1.0 at least, well, we just released patch 0.5 like a week ago. And now we're starting 1.0, so we haven't done the release yet, but thanks. We're like, you know, we have officially started work on patch 1.0, and yeah, that's very exciting, obviously. I'm currently capturing footage for the build video. I don't think I'll be releasing it tomorrow. I'm guessing I'm going to be dropping it Wednesday morning. It could drop tomorrow night, but I see me dropping it Wednesday morning. I'm probably going to stream it because, like, when I'm finished with the build, I'm giving all of the jewels to Folk. I feel bad that he, like, not only, like, kind of funded a lot of the jewels, but, like, he put all the, like, the man-hours into crafting them. And we had agreed to, like, split the jewels. Actually, we weren't even splitting the jewels. I was getting most of them. He only wanted a couple of them. He wanted the time lost and a few of the jewels back, and he was happy with that as his payment. But I felt bad about that. I could probably walk away with, like, a mirror worth of jewels, but, like, I feel bad that he put an absurd amount of work into, like, I mean, it probably wasn't, like, an absurd amount of work, but he put, you know, a good amount of time crafting the jewels, right? So, and this is probably my last build of Trade League, so if I kept the jewels, like, I would sell them, and then they would probably be rotting, so I'm just giving all the jewels to Folk when the build's done, so today and tomorrow is probably the last day I'm playing it. I'm going to release the build guide, and then I'll give the jewels to Folk so he can try and sell them, and not just recoup his losses, but make more than his losses, so he get paid for the, like, the grunt man hours of actually crafting the jewels. So that's why I'll probably stream the build one more day tomorrow, just because, like, I'm having fun playing the build. So, like, I'll probably have all the footage I need tonight, but, you know, if the Hardcore Private League's Friday, you know, we should at least stream the build one more day, Tuesday, right? And then I'll probably be chilling Wednesday and Thursday, and then when the Hardcore, like, I'll just probably, I don't even know if I'll stream Wednesday and Thursday. I've been doing a pretty good job of streaming consistently lately. Or not consistently, but, you know, a lot lately. But I'll probably be taking, I mean, I could, like, there's, yeah, I'll probably take Wednesday and Thursday off. That way I can stream all weekend. And, because of the Private League, I'm really excited about. Like, I'm kind of willing to go into it with, like, a lot of deaths. Which were the big milestones for the build. I mean, this wasn't really, like, a milestone build in terms of its progression. Like, this build had a very steady progression. Like, once it started, it kind of just, like, slowly became this over time. There was no, like, just suddenly, like, oh, wow, this is where the build suddenly really turned online. The only milestone moment in, like, the journey of this build was when I discovered this skill, and it was the, like, when I started the Varashta, I was not playing this skill. This wasn't even, like, on my radar. We were doing a very, very different concept. I guess the other milestone moment was the discovery of the very large time loss jewel. That was a pretty big moment. Mr. Timmy P, who is hosting the Hardcore Private League we're playing this Friday, Mainframe, he is playing a variation of this build in Hardcore right now. Now, if you're asking on a budget, are you getting screen-wide AOE that looks like this? Absolutely fucking not. If you want screen-wide AOE, that's going to take a budget. Minion AoE is hard to come by. You can only get it on jewels. Or it's going to require, like, you know, some form of budget. Maybe not an extreme budget, but a budget. To get the AoE massive. But to get the skill doing good and clearing half the screen with good damage, Timmy P's playing this in hardcore. I don't know if he's playing solo self-found hardcore. If he is, it's even more impressive that he's doing it there. But I'm playing this build in the hardcore trade league this Friday, so I'll be able to better answer you on whether it's budget friendly then. But when I was leveling this character, I wasn't leveling with, you know, 10,000 or 5,000 divine worth of jewels, you know? I was leveling with like 50 divine worth of gear. So if you type exclamation point ninja, you can find my PoE ninja for the build.
Your corpse will feed the new tomorrow.
Can't see. Alright, we got like 4 raw tinks from that map. Is there any way you can see your hive blood without fucking going to the breach area? I never know if I'm near my cap on hive blood. And that really fucking annoys me. Hey, thanks for the Twitch Prime mainframe. Appreciate you, man. Alright, let's see how much hive blood I'm at. $46K. We'll go ahead and spend. I prefer to stay ahead of this so I don't hit the cap. Shit, catalysts are brighter than my build. That was a decent amount of catalysts. Okay, let's keep... we want to get 200% deli over this city before we path over it. Looks like only like half the city got hit with the 200% deli, which kind of sucks, but... yeah, let's get this to 200. I need to get more wound gip drop on some of my tablets. Right now I'm like all high blood with extra rares. But I think I need to swap to 1 to 2 tablets that drop wound gifts, or I'm not going to have enough wound gifts to sustain this much high blood. Nice, we got a semi ready now. go! Damn. Nice. By the way, anyone in chat, if anyone has a juiced expedition set up, I'll probably ask a couple times a night and over like tomorrow. If anyone ends up with a juiced expedition set up, I don't want to set up my own expedition. I don't want to do logbooks at fucking all. Like, so if I have no expedition footage in this video guide, I don't care. I fucking hate expeditions. But if anyone does have a juiced expedition logbook set up and wants to do a duo clear, then just let me clear the map, or attempt to clear the map. You're doing high-end expeds? What's up, Fault? I will definitely pop in one either tonight or tomorrow if you're down. Cause I just don't want to be bothered to like do an Outer Saga and fucking find a good one that's worth the clip. I hate expeditions so much. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but... Yeah, yeah. Some are super easy. That's also why I don't want to do it, is just because, like, I could go through fucking 10 logbooks of, like, you know, just so many, setting up so many logbooks to, like, fucking get a good one, and it's just like, whatever. I'll just wait till someone thinks they have a scary one set up, or just send one map that, even if it doesn't end up being scary, whatever. I know if I make the build guide, everyone's going to be like, can it handle Juice Expedition? And I don't have a problem just being like, I don't want to play Expedition. So I didn't get any footage for it. I mean, Expedition is boring. Logbooks aren't fun. Too many travel maps. Too much. Like, if I was only doing, like, if I could do, like, 20 logbooks in a row, that would be more fun. It's just... it's not fun finding them. It's not finding the ones that are perfect for the Outer Saga. Having to do all the tablet juggle. It's just not a fun mechanic to engage with. Are we at 200? Or do I need to clear more? We're at 200, okay. But maybe I just buy an Outer Saga tomorrow, and I self-clear one logbook. And I just you know, praise I get something good. I don't really care about making Back to the Vines. I just want like a good clip. So maybe I just buy my own Outer Saga tomorrow and I just YOLO it. Alright. Time for some City Breach 200% Expedition. Ooh, I like crit. Though I don't know if Crypt's a good breach map. Oh, it's Jamin Raw. Didn't even notice until right now. I'm still not 100% sure what I'm doing for the hardcore private league. Part of me wants to play this build and just, you know, do a non-AOE max variation of it. The part of me just wants to do supporting fire tactician and go for leaderboards. I don't think I want to do Thorns anymore as my first character. I'm starting to, like, really get into the idea of playing hardcore for a few weeks, so, like, a Thorns Titan is probably going to be my second character. But I'm thinking of League starting the Varashta or a supporting fire attack. Sorry. All right. We are now doing city maps. So we got the 4-tablet juice. Hey, what's up, Smith? How you doing, man? This is definitely something. almost a 200% daily on the city now. Next rare that dies will push it over. Is it the minions that does the fire? It's the Disciple of Varashta, one of the Djinns. It's not one of the minions following me, but it is a minion, yes. It's a Djinn, though. Burn! Well, luckily, Disciple of Varashta has a tanky ascendancy baseline. Oh, I left one up there we had to go for. So, you're not super glass cannon at least. But yes, you do die sometimes to not seeing. It does happen. Yep, it does. They are command skills. I think Flotsam is... Trenches is worse to play, but for whatever reason, I hate Flotsam worse. This map fucking sucks. If you like this map, you should feel bad. That's how I feel about this map. What the fuck's a fortress doing here? Difficult gameplay. I think Aelith is protected, but I might die. This is insane. There's a breach someplace I'm missing. It's not revealed on the map. I still see stable breaches. I just completed the hive. But I still see stable breaches as a thing. I think it's this one right here. Or was that the hive I just did? I still see something on my to-do list though. What dropped up here? Wait, I have the rares revealed. Why is this not grayed out? They didn't need to fucking... Like, I just really hate that GGG just abandons development of the patch just because they have some, like, internal development pipeline or structure that, like, demands that, like, well, we're done working on this patch. All hands on deck on the next patch. There's nobody, like, polishing UI, bugs. It's just like, we're done with 0.5. See ya for the reset league. I don't know why they do it that way. There's so much quality of life and love this patch needed. Oops, this is the guild stash. Dump all this crap. Yeah, definitely make enough raw tinks to where I've made back the cost of the maps and the tabs. Oh wait, no, I put the good tablets in here. Where's the simulacrum that was part of this one? I'm blind? Well, I want to do a simmer right now. Southwest. Oh shit. Good eye. Good eye. No, that was it. You're right. You nailed it. That was it. Good eye. It was, yeah, it was like it was on the edge of it. Yeah, I just good catch. I still want to do a simulacrum right this second. Don't have the path of that one, so let's use this one. Why not? Harlorg CR, if you want to stay alive, I recommend Smith Katava Shield Wall, hands down the goat in hardcore. Hard pass. Hard pass. I'd rather rip my arms off than play Smith Katava Shield Wall. Gross. You'll never catch me on a Shield Wall. Or Smith, probably. I don't know, I think Smith's super boring. I don't like Smith. I'll definitely take things like more serious with my builds when I play hardcore, but I'm still not gonna play like meta slave builds, especially like hardcore meta slave builds. I'll be doing, you know, my own builds, but the ones that are viable for hardcore, for sure. Oh, I clicked the middle without clicking anything. I was just building up fire, right? Well, they don't influence voices apparently, so we're only doing this for the voices. Just not cracking Archon. There we go. Sometimes you just get really lucky with Archon procs. Am I dead? I might be dead. Yep. That was just awful Archon procs. That was just fucking, like, literally 15 seconds of, like, me trying to fish for Archon and not being able to get it. That's, like, why the permanent Archon needs a rework, in my opinion. The fact that there's, like, a window of time where you can't refresh it. Like, if you have Dominion, it should be able to refresh it to where it's true perma. Really lame that there's just like this window of time where you're like having the spam fish for it. I know you can get like Archon proc chance, but that's just like a stupid stat. Why is that even the thing? Did it end? Oh, there was the guys over here. It's not true perma, no, because it can't rebuff whenever it has the buff. You can only get Archon again once it's expired. So there can just be moments where you're just getting super unlucky, and I think there's a belt mod that's percent increased chance to proc Archon, but like that's a lame stat to have to put on your gear. Here we go, boys. What? Where's my voices? Where's my voices, you guys? This was supposed to be it. This was supposed to be the one. Alright, let's get some 200% footage Samoa. Probably be my last one of Breach ones, and then I'll do some Abyss, and then we'll do some bossing. I want to go do a round of all the bosses. We'll do all the Arbiters, and then yeah, we'll do every Pinnacle boss. I'm really excited for the Hardcore Private League. Like, I love fresh economies. I talk about it all the time. But what I'm really excited about is getting to redo the Atlas. I haven't done a solo self-found run or like a Hardcore Trade League run, so this will be my first time to get to re-level the Atlas. And yeah, I'm sure like I'm going to be tilted and die a few times, but I'm really excited to, like, progress the Atlas map again. I want to learn and approach it differently this time, because, like, what could I, like, you know, maybe I, like, last time I did it, I did stupid shit. Like, I did a horrible process, but this time it's like, maybe I go straight for Ritual and start farming for good uniques. Am I dead? But maybe I farm Breach for some crafting stuff. Maybe I farm this for crafting stuff. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to try and learn some crafting stuff in the Hardcore League. Because I'm probably going to be treating it largely as solo self-found. I will definitely be trading, but it's like a, you know, you probably only have like a few thousand people, I assume, when it's all said and done. So it's not going to have like, you know, a bustling economy. Most of it's going to be self-farm, with you buying a couple bases off of trade every once in a while. You know what? I hate this map too. This map sucks too. I'm still not sure what I'm playing. I'm sure I'll play multiple builds if I play it for, you know, a few weeks, but I don't know what my league start's gonna be yet. Like, I'm not a hardcore expert. I really only play hardcore around the Timmy Hardcore Private League. So, you know, you're not gonna see wacky, fun, experimental builds like I normally do. You might see me try something I've never tried before, but it's probably going to be something relatively safe. But there are builds that I've played that are hardcore viable, in my opinion, so it's very likely I've played something I've played before, and then just do a hardcore variant of it. Like this build I could see me playing on the hardcore private league. Alright, swapping it up to Abyss. I want some Abyss footage. Abyss time. Abyss. Abyss. Oh, I died. I was not paying attention. Holy shit. I was full brain off there. I think that was an essence. I think that was an essence, dude. That just like nuked me. I was full zombo mode there. My brain was off. Oh shit. I'm dead, I think. That boss just did the freeze attack. I couldn't see. Oh, I can't believe I didn't die there. That was a close call. The boss spawned and chose violence. What up, Kadachi? How's it going, bro? Can you improve visual clarity? Why would I make the build worse? Is it fun to look at all day? Well, no, but I don't think anything would be fun to look at all day in this game. I have no idea what I'm playing in the private league yet. It's either this build, supporting fire tactician, or thorns. And it's probably... I don't know yet. That was insane. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm playing in the private league yet. Like, part of me wants to play this build because, like, I really enjoy it. It's got, like, that supporting flyer, like... I enjoy it like I enjoy supporting fire. You know how that's kind of become, like, you know, a build I frequent? Like, I can see me frequently in this build. I also think it's got, like, hardcore solo self-found viability. Clearly, you're not getting it like this without crafting jewels, but for the first 2 days of it, I wasn't playing with it looking anything like this, and it was still fun those days, so... you know, part of me wants to give this build a go in the hardcore league, but... it depends on, like, how much my ego is involved. Part of me wants to, like, just YOLO and go for leaderboards. If I want to go for, like, top 100 clear, I'm going to play supporting fire tactician. But, like, I'm also going to probably, like, die multiple times. I'm going to play it for more than one character, so, you know. I'm not really concerned about my, like, even if I'm going to play multiple characters, why not play something fun or, like, chat, like, you know, good for the Atlas progression part of it. So, it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm playing yet. I will not be doing any practice. Nice build, keep up the work. Thanks, man. I hope your brother's okay, though. No, we're getting leashed. Good try, Conducted Runes Witch Hunter. Sounds cool. Oh, I'm dead. I'm frozen by the Essence Mob. Whew. It's almost twice a day I've died to essence mobs. I gotta remember to not open essence mobs in hardcore. Hey, first summon a light. Love me some Abyss. Abyss is so fun. Do you have a plan for Atlas Prog and Hardcore? Not really. I don't like planning stuff, really. I just kind of like do stuff on the fly. But my Atlas plan is purely based off of like the state of the economy and the build I play. So, like if I'm playing a build that needs like a specific unique, I'm going straight to Ritual, right? But I don't know. I can tell you I'm absolutely not doing Expedition. At probably any point. I'm just not proccing Archon. Holy shit. Well, the longest I've gone without proccing Archon in a minute. And this map had so many abysses. Let's go. Apparently I missed an abyss someplace on the map. Oh, it's up there. I see it. This map had so many abysses, it's awesome. But yeah, I don't know, part of me wants to, now this is pod racing. What is up, Protag? How's it going, man? What are you up to? You planning on playing the hardcore private league at all? Yeah, I get that. I will probably be dying a lot because of lack of patience. Yeah, that's why I won't be doing anything like new or experimental in the hardcore league. I'll probably be playing like one of my weird builds, but I'm going to be playing something like, I'm not going to be trying anything new. It'll be this build, supporting fire or thorns, probably. Yeah, it just depends on, like, what kind, like, part of me doesn't want to start Varashta just strictly because it's, like, one of the hardcore meta picks, and, like, I know there's just going to be so many Varashtas. But this build's fun, and I want to give it, like, a test run for, like, a solo self-found type environment. So it's like, we'll see. It just depends on my ego. It's either this build or supporting fire first. And thorns will probably be like after I die. Because I don't want to play thorns without crown or the support gems. It's never fun doing that, so it's just like, I don't know. I'm past the point where I want to play the game and not have fun just to like force myself for like some ego challenge. I don't like gaming like that anymore. I don't want to sacrifice my fun. But Supporting Fire is a build that I've played 6 or 7 times now. I've done it in hardcore and solo self-found hardcore, so if I wanted to do like a top 100 leaderboard push, see if I can get top 100 level 90 or something, Supporting Fire would be the ascendancy to do that on. But I don't know if I want to do some, like, you know, challenge like that. Like, part of me just wants to, like, just have fun re-exploring the Atlas and just progressing a build in a new Atlas environment. And part of me wants to do it on this build. I don't know. You obviously won't play anything like this in hardcore solo self-found, but man, I like this build. Yeah, I'll probably play it one more day. I'll probably play it tomorrow because I'm just having too much fun playing it. And then we'll post the build guide Wednesday, I think. Omen of Liege shitty with this build. Definitely not a good Omen of Light farmer. Even though we've gotten one so far. We've gotten lots of Lieges. Ah, an abyss down there. Is there an abyss on the boss? Where's this last abyss? Nope. Where's this last abyss at? Could be up here. Yep. +2 omens of lights. Alright, we can afford a round of bosses easily now. I mean, I think I already could. I think I'm sitting over 100 divine right now, so. I just got my first 10 divine rune from Expedition. Nice. Yeah, I've done a lot. I don't think I've seen the 10 div. I think I might need to do one Outer Saga tomorrow on stream. Tomorrow's going to be a longer stream. I'll probably be live in the morning in like about 12 hours. Less than 12 hours probably. Probably like 10 hours. And I'll probably do a big stream where I do like an Outer Saga and just get all the other content I want for the video. And then I'll probably spend most of the day editing the video. Okay. Another map clear. Okay, that was my last 200% Delhi City map that I have right now. Let's get a 200% deli, jump, and raw clip. All right. Boss kill time. I think I'll do an ultimatum, like a trial master and like Zarok tomorrow. I'll probably redo all these bosses on stream tomorrow too, but I just want to do some bosses on stream right now. So I need stuff on stream tomorrow too. But I mean, I'll probably be redoing all this on stream tomorrow as well, just for the lulls of it. This is fine for now. We'll save that simulacrum for tomorrow. We could maybe do an audience with the king. There's like an audience with the king I can just put around here that's like already pathable too. Yeah. Alright. We're doing a boss round. Round the bosses, boys. Fun thing about this fight is we can like pre-ramp. Alright. Alright, let's do these bosses. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. I'm just not proccing Archon. Holy crap, I've never, like... That's, like, pretty much, like, an unusable, like, counter clip right there, because, like, I just know Archon proc told the fucking boss phase. Hopefully, on this next phase, we get a better clip. And we just, like, instantly melt them, because we already have a bunch of shit down. We should be good on the next part. I was getting a visual bug there because... I think because the shader reset. I couldn't even see the wisp leaving. Holy shit. That was obnoxious. Wow, I couldn't even see the fucking... Wow. I've had, I reinstalled NVIDIA drivers recently, and I've had, like, a lot of animations that don't load their frames the first time I see them. And that was crazy that I couldn't see his ground slam there. If I wasn't taking it, I would have just died. That's, like, why, I don't play hard... Like, that is the reason why I don't play hardcore, by the way. I play hardcore World of Warcraft. I play other games. Hardcore in this game is fucking garbage. There's just like visual bugs and just so much bullshit that you can die to. So it's like, while I am excited to play the Hardcore Private League this weekend, it'll never be my main game mode because hardcore in this game is fucking just silly billy. Well, I mean, yeah, the Hardcore Private League's fun as long as you're not taking it seriously. But if it's your main game mode, I don't know what you're thinking. Yeah, like, it's shit like that. It's just like, you know, I could see, like, long-term me playing a lot more hardcore, but, right now it's just, like, it will never be my main game mode. That's for sure. I'm going into it this weekend, like, to me, with the Private League, it's like a community event that's super fun, that, like, it's cool when people die. Because when Dead Rabbit dies, we all load up the clip of him dying on our streams and get to react to it as a community and stuff. Like, it's super fun in that aspect. But it, like, you know, it'll never be my main mode. Type exclamation point ninja. You can get a link to the build. I think we got him. But yeah, no, I think the very first time I played hardcore, I remember sending a clip to Blaze of like, what should I have done here? And he was like, logged out, that's a bug. And it was just like, oh, okay. That's the hardcore experience. Like, I died on Monkey to a bug. That was just like, if it happens, you have to log out or you lose. Personally, I prefer if it wasn't a hardcore league, but I like the fresh economy. This build's so silly, you guys. I had a good time playing this. Shout out to Folk for all the help, because this was a fucking fun one. Without Folk, it still would have gotten a reasonably big AOE, but it would not have gotten the damage. The jewels are what made the damage and the AoE both possible. I think we could have, like, made it an okay build. Like, without Folk, this would have been a build that I made a guide for, like a video for, that, like, had some AoE, but it wouldn't have been, like, you know, killing Uber Arbiter through DR. And it definitely wouldn't have been as big, right? Like, clearly, the AoE was juiced, so... And it's the first time I've ever actually wanted to learn crafting, because it's the first time I've just felt like the clear advantage crafting gives you. That was an easy kill. Holy crap. He got frickin' fried 30R. Alright, Jesh dead. Let's do Kulamak now. We'll save the Arbiters for last. We'll do Kulamak, Ravens, and then we'll do the Arbiters. Colmac dead. Get me out of here. Alright, Arbiter times. Give me a second. How do you see stuff on the ground? Here's the thing. You don't. You don't. Sometimes you just die because you can't see shit. Ground is for plebs. Yep. Yep. Holy shit, he got bursted. Alright, Ubiter of Oos. Who is the better fire god? There will be no music for this one. I want a clip for a YouTube short. I don't know if I posted a short for Arbiter of Ash yet. Who is the true fire god? Who is the true fire god? Am I the Arbiter of Ash now? Let's find out. Oh, I just procced Archon. I didn't want to proc Archon right now. We'll wait for it to reset. We are the Arbiter of Ash now.
This is the legacy of humanity.
Not bad. Not bad. What kind of Moriors did we get? Ooh, we got Spirit, max life. That might sell. The stun threshold sucks. Yeah, we're probably about like 4 to 5 divine. Not really making anything off of that.
Is that a good price for that? I have no idea.
Ooh. That's not bad. It's a 2636. It sucks that Ingenuity belts mog so hard now. There's just like so many good belts. I almost never use Ingenuity anymore. Like, I use Ingenuity belt on like budget builds that like just budget builds. But it's hard to like fit Ingenuity belt in right now. Mage Blood, Darkness Enthroned, Headhunter, Crafted Minion belts. Ingenuity has a very specific place in like Ritualist and Ring builds where you're like using your rings for a lot of your juice, but even then, if you're on a budget, you're almost better off using like Mage Blood for crit scaling or something, or Sulfurs, you know? All right, boys, I'm going to end the stream there. It's, you know, getting closer to bedtime. I just want to do a shorter stream to, like, capture some footage. I will be live a lot tomorrow. I'll be live in the morning, and I'm probably doing, like, a 4 to 8 hour stream. We'll see how long I do. Tomorrow I'll be capturing the last of the footage for the build, and then the build video will be posted Wednesday morning. I don't know if I'll be streaming Wednesday or Thursday. We have the podcast Thursday with Red Vials. I think it's at an awkward time again. I'm not sure. I'll have to let you guys know. But if I don't see you guys Wednesday or Thursday, it's just because I'm taking, like, you know, a little mini break before the Hardcore Private League. If I stream Wednesday and Thursday, it is because I am specifically doing Hardcore Private League practice. And I don't know if I want to do... Well, I need to put these in here so I remember I have these, because I want to do Zarok tomorrow. I don't know if I want to do hardcore practice, so I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow, or the Wednesday or Thursday for streaming hardcore practice. We'll see. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm going to head to bed, and yeah, I'll be live in the morning, so if I don't see you guys, yeah, take care. Have a good one, everybody.